murder as per count.
It took 9 hours before the guilty verdicts were handed down today against Troy Brake, convicted tonight on all counts of first-degree murder.
It was last September, a late Sunday night, when fire ripped through a small 8th Avenue home in Ottawa County's Wright Township. Hours later, firefighters would make a discovery that would haunt them forever. 4 bodies found inside the charred remains of that house.
Sharm Zimmer, a mother who stitched blankets for gifts. Her son Tyler, a 17-year-old nicknamed T-Bone. Jeremy Zimmer, a 20-year-old who dreamed of being a movie critic. And his girlfriend, Catherine Brown, the MSU student and athlete who spent so much time at the Zimmer home.
It is these 4 victims who are being remembered tonight. 24-Hour News 8's Ken Kolker begins our team coverage with the verdict and reaction from the family and those involved.
With respect to count 1, the murder of Catherine Brown, what is your verdict?
Guilty of first-degree murder.
The verdict was in, but there was one person who needed to learn firsthand.
I just felt the need to go talk to my sister. Just go tell her. Justice has been served. We, I don't know, got what we were looking for.
Her sister, Sharm Zimmer, killed by Troy Brake, along with Sharm's sons, Tyler and Jeremy, and Jeremy's girlfriend, Catherine Brown. The Zimmers, their remains in a single urn, buried in a cemetery across the street from where they died, in Wright Township, a normally quiet farming community.
I know she heard me.
For families and friends of the Zimmers and Catherine Brown, finally an end. After 8 months and 2 days, a verdict. Troy Brake will go to prison for life without parole. Moments after the verdict, Bob Zimmer, walking from the courtroom with his daughter. He lost the most, his wife Sharm, and his sons. He is trying to rebuild his life.
It was a great verdict. We're all happy.
You're all wearing these ribbons. Is that in memory of the family?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Bob, obviously you've been through a lot here.
Too much. Way too much.
Can you talk about the verdict and just glad justice is done?
I'm glad it's all over with, and I'm glad he got what he deserved.
Yep. That's all we have to say.
I mean, what more can I say?
The jury deliberated 9 hours before reaching the unanimous decision at 4 p.m. today. No visible reaction from Troy Brake, and very little from his family, including his father, sister, and brother. But the prosecutor in the case says justice was served.
I know that these verdicts only offer a brief consolation. Their loved ones are still gone, and even the sentencing doesn't change that, obviously. But I think that it helps to bring a degree of closure.
Defense attorney Paul McDonough said this case is far from over.
Well, obviously we're very disappointed. Mr. Brake is disappointed. Didn't feel as though the evidence was strong enough to support the conviction. Much less the evidence that wasn't presented that probably should have been. But he fully intends to exercise his right to an appeal.
Back in Wright Township at the Wright Tavern where Sharm Zimmer worked for years, the family gathered tonight to toast the verdict.
I hope that it helps them to start to repair the damage that's been done. I hope that it gives them a sense of relief that justice was served today.
Ken Kolker, 24-Hour News 8.